Hello, hello. Is this thing on? Top Velbum. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Let's get the Twitter fellas, you know, notified. It's the Ripple. Hello, Ripple. Did you know Ta wants to be a cat? He's that into eugenics right now. Well, let's do the standard opener, right? Let's get that Nikke Dell happening. Okay, who could it be? Who could it be? We're gonna go with Novel. Okay, good opener, good opener. Now we know it's Tetra unit, okay. Tetra. Not a B2, not SMG, not Iron. This is Exia. Okay, so it's an attacker, and it's a B3. Attacker B3, Tetra. Not a sniper rifle. Lud. Mila Winter Owner is not an attacker. No, she is an attacker, right? She is an attacker, okay. Okay. No machine gunner, no sniper rifle, no SMG, and an assault rifle. B3 attacker, that is fire or wind. That's Rosanna, right? I think Rosanna Chic Ocean. So it's a shotgun. Shotgun, wind, B3 attacker, SSR, Tetra. Shotgun, wind. Shotgun and wind. Shotgun, wind, shotgun, wind. The only wind shotgun I know is Mana, and she's Missilus. Velbum, Sugar is Iron. She's not wind. Who are you? It can't be a sniper rifle. Ripple. Exia. Cut that out. Who are you? Could be rocket launcher. Could be rocket launcher. This is someone no one uses at all. This is a character that is not used. Is it Mint? Is Mint wind? No, Minton's water, right? No, she's Iron, actually. And she's not even B3. Winter Rupee is an AR. And yeah, it is a shotgunner because rocket launcher is now ruled out. Shotgun, wind, Tetra, B3. This is the rarest character in the game probably at this point. Like with that combination, That combination sounds super rare to me. Yes, Ronan, I've heard of Stellar Blade. I streamed Stellar Blade as one of my first games that I played. Who the hell are you? Oh. Is it Bunny Soda? No, Bunny Soda is iron, so it can't be her. Who the heck are you? No, Velbum, it's not mass produced. You can see the rarity is SSR here in the chart. So it can't be that. Can't be that. I'm just gonna start putting like C, anyone with C in their name that makes sense. Nope. Anyone with A in their name? Nope. Nope. Can't be you. Can't be you. Can't be you. I think Nor is a supporter, isn't she? She's an attacker? Nor's an attacker. Nor is an attacker. This just shows you how the bunnies have fallen off so bad. The bunnies, they used to be the most powerful units in the game. Now they're just like, they're still strong, but they're just not in the top of the top anymore. It's a big fall off, just like Leader, just like Leader. Leader used to be the crown of the game in the past, and now her status is gone. Only Crown has the title of like she's used everywhere and anywhere. When is this guy gonna fix this? Ripple, can you tell me, since you're on the site as well, is it black for you too, or is it actually working? That's my question. You were on the site? Oh, okay. That is Julia. Easy peasy. It's bricked? Okay. The right team won. Do you think I'll only do business with you? I'm interested in other things as well. That's going to be Dala. That's going to be Yan. Okay. Let's do the other Nikke Dao. This is we're gonna open it with Leviathan. Okay. Newer than October 23rd, 2024. Female, okay. Not an NPC. So Nikke. Let's go with Aid. Moran was introduced way earlier than 2024, Ripple. So it's a B2 Nikke. Not an iron Nikke. Not a sniper rifle. B2. Laura. Oh, then now it's just Trina. Okay. There we go. That was pretty Easy today. That was actually easier than this one. Usually it's the other way around. This one is easier, this one's harder. But wow, sweet. There's a leaderboard. What's on there? Well, there you go. That's the opener, I guess, right? Nothing more on here, right? Yeah, that's it. Sweet. Into Nikke. Ooh, almost got a 10 pole there. Let's get the normal daily stuff out of the way. Velbum. Who is your favorite Nikke, by the way? Also, Tom. I did win. I did win, Tom. It happened. Go claim everything. Give it all to me. I got what I needed from here. Yep. And we're good there. You don't know Velbum? Or is it too hard to pick? Who hasn't given me anything? They've all given me everything? Wait. Okay, people haven't logged in yet today, so I'm still waiting on some more hearts coming my way, okay? So soon I can do a big temple here. Wait. You got a group, I see. There we go, claim that. Give me those. This is getting close. Interesting. Get my free resources. Yum. And gotta do this. You always gotta do this when the event is in hard mode, right? You can buy all of those retries, you go in here, you dump it all into the core dust cases. 200 hours of core dust right there. Let's see, what is the ending that we have here now? 2 stars, seeing eye to eye. Hello, everybody. It's been very difficult getting a hold of the 2 stars who have dyed the arc in a new color. Whoa. A warm welcome to Mint and Prika from TT Star. Hello, we're the Shining Duo. Yeah, we're the Shining Star Duo. I'm Twinkle Twin Stars Mint. Whoa. And I'm Prika. What a delight to have you two back on the show. Previously, I said your popularity was through the roof, but now you shot through the roof into space. They're that popular now, huh? #1 everywhere. I'm gonna go that far. This is thanks to everyone who has been supporting us. I see you're as humble as ever. In that case, I have a fun question. That might be difficult to answer. Oh, can I guess what it is? Well, my question is. All right, give it your best shot. The rumors of disharmony between me and Prika. That's what you're curious about, right? Oh, unfortunately, your guess is incorrect. That might be a bit too awkward, so I left it out. Oh, wow, really? I don't think it's that awkward. How about you, Prika? You're right. We did fight a lot while working on a new album, but I wouldn't say there was any disharmony. You fought a lot? Not a lot, just sometimes. Prika can be so frustrating sometimes. Mint is very stubborn. Hey, don't interrupt me. See? That's how a stubborn person would react. A comedy duo happening right here. TT Star is back with a whole new feel. I hope you'll continue to stay tuned to us, okay? I might as well let you two run the show. Veterans, haha. Now, on to my next question. So everything's working out fine now. Everyone sees them as a duo. No more doubting that they're partners in crime or whatever within TT Star. Thanks for the hard work. Great work, everybody. Prika and Mint returned to the green room. Mint and Prika began to pack their bags together. Then they changed their clothes together. Good job today. We played off each other really well. Thanks, you too. Let's take a look at tomorrow's schedule. Okay. Wait, hang on. What's up? We said we'd go to the practice room today. You remembered. Of course. Prika. Just give me a day off. I'm so tired, please. Nope, you didn't come to practice yesterday because you're too busy napping. She loves to nap. She's a nappy little lady. It's because I took a nap that I did so well in the show today. Yeah, beauty sleep, getting the brain all up and running. Okay, when are you planning to practice? We have to keep on appearing on music shows together throughout the week. Build up our energy. You need to put some practice too. She's having a tantrum. But you already agreed to practice. I'll finish up packing. You two go ahead to the practice room. Thanks, Avistar. Traitor. The two stars of a similar color have become one. They now walk the same path. Although it does seem like the rumors of disharmony could spring up again at any moment. Okay, that's cute. They're on way better terms with each other now. They're actually talking fully. They're having fun. They can play off each other on the talk shows. No longer any kind of awkwardness. It seems everything that was wrong has been compromised on, right? They compromised, shook hands, working together perfectly. Sweet. Okay, let's get all of these out of the way. I did you already, right? So Velbum, Neon, Guilty, and the Four Beasts are top right now. All the Four Beasts, really. Even Bahamut? Even Bahamut. Give me my rocks. Oh boy, okay. Which one of these do I have the closest to getting another mold? I think none of them actually. None of them. So Bahamut is the worst to you. Gotcha. Then who is the best beast? Behemoth. Really? Why behemoths? Come on, get destroyed. Attack the boss, come on. Get him, get him, get him. Sweet. Yeah, base defense is probably the second worst game mode, but you can win it quickly if you're strong enough. But it does get annoying when you're almost near the middle and then at the last like half second it goes below 50% and then you lose. That is a rage-inducing moment. You flip between her and Leviathan. Leviathan is in her mother arc right now, right? Her mother arc. Taking care of only one. What do you guys think about the Black Ranger? She's coming. We got the Black Ranger as the next Nikke, which is a character I never expected because of what the dev note said. Dev note said a long-awaited character, but that didn't sound like the Black Ranger to me. But apparently that might have been a sensationalized translation on the English side. Because I think I saw apparently on the Japanese and Korean posts that it was just saying a character we haven't seen in a long time. It didn't say a long-awaited character. Which then, if it's just a character we haven't seen in a long time, then the Black Ranger makes sense. But a long-awaited character? I don't know about the Black Ranger then. Come on, get out of here. Let Ein Gawa. And destroy. Boom. Yeah, she showed up in the Trani event, and then I think she got mentioned in other points here and there, because other people watch the show she's on. I think her model only appeared during Trani's event, yeah. During the DR Hero stuff. Let's go check that out real quick. Me too random, man. I did mention that in my short that I made talking about the fact that she's coming. That's what I want to know, is what her real name is. Because it can't be Black Archranger. That's just silly. Yeah, let's go check that out real quick, because I think we can find where she appeared. In the archive, I think DR Hero is in here. Right? Yes, it is. Yeah, so based on this, it's been like 2 years since she ever appeared on the screen. Yeah, so we go to that convention with Trani, and I think it's right here. When does she appear? Also, another thing we learned in this event was when the Dome of Eternity went off for like an hour, people had like mass psychosis and they offed themselves. Did that happen again when 6.0 turned off all the lights, I wonder? Or did Anis's concert save all those people's lives somehow? Okay, where is she? Hero of the Ark should be here. Is it not here? Maybe it's here. Oh, there she is. The Black Archranger. Oh, so she appeared earlier in this same event. Okay. Officially die and rest in peace. Slumps from her chair. Managed to catch her before she goes on the floor. She passed out from being recognized. Her face, she's all geeked out. True, random man, true. Oh yeah, so she knows that Oleg and her helped save the Ark. The Glimmer Hope citizens would be likewise be stuffed out. I guess they aren't ever gonna go on this plot point again, because the light did go out, but then, Anise did become the light of the Ark in herself. So I guess the lights didn't go out fully because they had a new light of hope, which was Anise. She took control of that, maybe, is how we can word it. But yeah, she just, she has it all out there. Really, if you remove the inner black lace, or not lace, but like tight kind of like material, and make it like skin colored, whoa. She's hiding nothing. Her shooting pose has to be insane then, right? I can't wait to see that on like Sunday it would be revealed, I think. We should see her like front today. We'll probably have a reveal of her standing pose and like her expression. That should be neat to see. That should be neat to see. Yeah, the Archranger outfit is cool. I wonder how that will play out. I wonder if it would just be... Are they gonna make that a skin? You're gonna pay like $20 to get her helmet? See, Velbin, what I'm thinking is that maybe they actually do have a Megazord type robot, and that's why we're getting this event, is because the Archrangers will reveal the giant mech for the war against the Raptures. That's going to happen when the Ark is risen from the underground. The Zords will be real. Now, do I have 100 yet? I don't have 100. So sad, so sad. How close are you? Only going to be 8 out of 15 today. Okay. Hello, I got Random in. It's asking about her voice direction. I feel like she should sound serious, right? Random in. She should have like that gravitas to her voice or whatever. She should have like a commanding kind of voice. She is the leader of the Archrangers, so make her sound like a leader. Just checking something really quickly. Okay. I do want to pull this up now. That's not right. That's correct. Okay. Yeah, let me pull up that art real quick. That is something we should look at. I do have that already downloaded here. Yep. OBS. You're freezing? You're freezing? Okay, there you go. Next, we have these guys, right? So on the left, you have someone with pigtails, the Black Archranger, and then another character to the right of her. Those three are probably Rangers. Then in the back, you have like Yen, Maxwell, Drake, and Laplace, who are not in the black silhouettes, but in the more gray ones. So there shouldn't be, there's not 3 more Rangers, there's 2 more Rangers. That's why their silhouettes are more black than everyone else. Those are the main Rangers right there. Which apparently, let me go do that real quickly. If you make the image lighter, you can actually see more details. I saw someone mention that. So let me go edit the image real quick. It seems that is the case, actually. Okay, let me save this image. Yeah, so now it's brighter. And if we zoom in really close, we can see the outlines now. So on her, we can see she's wearing a crop top. Her tummy is exposed, and she's wearing like short shorts. And she has that crow-like jacket on. She also has a sword. You can see the Black Arc Ranger's regular clothing that we saw just right now in the DR Hero event. And this lady here, she has like a dress thing going on. And we can see she's putting her hand on her bosom. She has a similar build to Kilo, actually, except with a larger chest. Interesting. But it should be neat to see. I'm thinking the reveal will probably end up being what? Tonight? They'll show it fully off. But yeah, Laplace does have a blah blah mentioning the Rangers. That is true. If you go back to her messages, she talks about how the Black Ranger is her favorite, I think. Mm-hmm. Where is it? Hero. Well, she talks about how she's Laplace, the Black Hero, before. Yeah, here we go. Talking about the Arc Rangers coming different colors. Oh, the red one is actually the leader, not the Black Ranger. The Black Ranger is just the strongest. Okay. So yeah, red's the leader, like normal Power Rangers. Okay. Blue is cool. Black's the strongest. Yellow is easiest on the eyes. Pink is the youngest. But Laplace says that she is also the Black Hero. She's gonna compete with the Black Arc Ranger for the spot of the Black Hero, maybe. Okay, let's do. Let's check out the Stellar Blade thing, by the way. Let's check out the trailer. I think that's lined up right now. Yeah, yep. Let's get the music off from here. Turn it up a bit.
지금 넥서스 섹터 방향으로 가는 외선 순환 열차가 들어오고 있습니다.
So, first things first, it seems they have a lot of infrastructure now. Even after Zion was destroyed, This might not be Zion. It might be a new colony. Probably a new colony, right? What's going on here? This guy has a link on his back. Is that a new company? Doesn't seem to be Tetra or any of the other ones from the previous game, right? There was no link before in Stellar Blade.
The outer circle line train found the Nexus sector.
Ooh, look at this robot lady. Would you, this robot lady? Would you?
Is now arriving. Please wait for everyone to exit before boarding.
Fully stocked vending machine. Eve would be going crazy for that. So this is the vial. What is in this vial anyway? It's biohazard. Something only written down there. Can we see it? Authorized personality. Authorized personnel only. Okay. Wait, what does that say on that label? Can we actually see that? Or no? Case 64. Amagi something.
Evie. Evie. Evie.
There's a logo on that vial as well.
Listening.
The Scarlet Sin. That's the beginning and end of it all. How about you try taking a hit?
You're acting a little strange today.
Oh, yeah? It's our first mission in a while. Aren't you a little excited?
Stop saying weird things.
So mission, she's tailing this guy.
Quiet. They're moving.
Some people seem to be more robotic than others.
Initiating C3 sync. Ready, Angel.
Roger, Kenna. Tracking.
So the woman's name on the other end is Kana, okay?
출입문 닫습니다. Doors closing. How's it looking out there?
I can't stand crowds. It'd be better for both of us if we got out of here quickly.
In the movies, this is always where things go wrong.
Hey,
Well, just saying. It's a cliche. Wait,
This guy has a phone. Is he live streaming right now? Yeah, some people have more robotic parts of them, but some people look way more human. So maybe this isn't like far in the future, right? Because they do mention in the description that it takes place after or beyond the events of the first game. Maybe there's a mix of the androids and the humans living together. The new ones from Eve and the Atom Fusion, right?
the target stopped.
Hearken! The false rain shall cease! In the name of the Father!
It's the name of the father, right? Didn't isn't it like Adam? Adam's the father. One thing that came into my head when seeing this is maybe there's a human like supremacist like group or whatever, and they're trying to take everything away from the androids. You know, maybe they want just the humans on top and the androids at the bottom. They don't want to live in harmony or whatever kind of system got set up after the end of Stellar Blade 1. And they're turning themselves into Natibas to do like attacks. Look at her go. Good action. They got a whole like Times Square going on here, right? It's a very lived-in city. And also, you got like Japanese characters there. It's like we're in Cyberpunk, right? Who is this guy right here? Is he the leader of that organization or something? But damn, she can punch. Let's go back for a second there. They flipped through a lot of the scenes really quickly. What do we got here? Let's go through it slowly. Okay, staring over the skyline. Got the traffic lights there. Okay. In some sort of complex. A train. Maybe a hotel right there. The Times Square, some sort of church-like building, or maybe like a train station hub. Who knows? A more robotic Nativa, maybe. Whoa. And the booty. What do you mean you know, Ripple? What do you know? Also, this can go into 4K. Eevee does have a nice one. Whoa. She has a sword. Blood Rain. The combat does look very fluid, right? It looks very fluid. It seems to be very fast paced, action oriented, though maybe it's harder to actually dodge and do combos. Not combos, harder to dodge or something, right? Because you're going to be closer up to the enemy. Because you had a sword with Eve, and with Eve's sword, you had more range, right? Ripple, you think she's a downgrade of Eve? Really? I mean, Eve is pretty cute, right? She's all about Eevee is also cute. I don't think you can say that she's not as cute as Eve. You would say that? Really? Really? Why Ripple? Let's see. Let me pull up the original what did Eve look like in the original reveal trailer for Started Late anyway? Were there any like design changes? Let's see. Gonna go and find that. Oh yeah, yes, I want to go over those interview notes. I do have that pulled up in another tab that we can look at them. You think you'll get a Eve and Eevee confused, Randoman? Well, one you could say Eve, and then you could say Eevee like the Pokemon. The one that sounds like a Pokemon is different. I have it pulled up already, Mr. Really?
Rated M.
There we go. I got this.
Were you the one who sent the rescue?
We have an up close shot of her face.
Largest land I've ever life.
It's always safe to bet on human survival instinct.
Our ultimate goal is to save Earth and the future of humanity.
Humanity's greatest and only
Humanity.
hope for survival can be found in Mother Sphere.
This is what she left for the world. Her legacy.
Everyone's happy.
I think they're relatively at the same level of cuteness, Ripple. Eve and Evie. Well, yeah, if you're saying overall, like you like how Eve is a much curvier woman, which, you know, that's valid. That is true. You can go with that. Yep. But I am interested in what the story is going to be. Is it going to be like, what, it's like 1,000 years in the future or something? Or is it going to be like, oh, it's actually been only like 20 years, yet somehow through Eve's godlike power, after fusing with Adam, the world is not like this because she made a peace deal with Mother Sphere or whatever, and was like, okay, I won't destroy you, you won't destroy me. We'll work together and fix up Earth, and we can do a equal rights kind of treaty with the androids and the humans. Who knows? Who knows? But I know here they have it translated, the interview. Let me get some music back on in the background. You read someone say it was 100 years in the future? No idea where they got it from. Well, let's see. What do we got here? So it was announced, blah, blah, blah. Interview with Kim. Yes, it's connected to the original game. It's set in the future of the first game's world. However, the protagonist, baton has been passed from Eve to new character Evie. She is pursuing a mysterious man. Visit a city called Zion, but it was limited. This new city, by contrast, has skyscrapers and tons of citizens. When asked if Zion had simply undergone mass development, it's not Zion. Okay, so we're not in Zion. No Zion here. So a lot of time has passed for humanity to flourish. Yep. Same kind of QTE stuff is back in here. Oh, so there was a demo. There was a playable demo? Okay. Cool. That's neat. People actually have to play the game. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So in combat, Evie differs significantly from Eve by being bare-fisted. Yep, and you saw that. Eve's combat was heavy and focused on swords and firearms. Evie is a speed type who combines rapid-fire flurries with heavy impacts. Yeah, the line there, Ripple, that does sound like it's more than 100 years. Yep. A single button pressing to trigger multi-hit combos. Okay. Yellow for unblockable attacks, red for consecutive rushes, blue for blink, purple for repulse. Yep, exact same thing as the original Stellar Blade. Combat UI is very similar. Gotcha. As for enemies, the trailer showed a character injecting a red syringe in the neck before exploding and transforming into the Nitiba. Eve chasing. The man Eve is chasing appears to be the mastermind behind this group. That is true. So yeah, why isn't 2 in the title? Why'd you call it Blood Rain instead of 2? Reflexes 2 was added 2. Didn't want to slap 2 on it and call it the end of the day. They want to give it a proper title to have a identity. Cool. Wait, it's CDDP? I thought it was COOP. Is that true? That's D? Are we sure that's a D? That looks like COOP to me. But it's actually CDDP. That's a very wide D to be a D and not a no. Oh, that's a co-op, not... Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. Yep, so Special Forces units currently taking on the group responsible for the massive terrorist incidents in the city. As for CDDP, spending right now would spoil things. Okay. So it's some organization that handles crime. Cool. Cool to know, cool to know. In the previous game, Eve used the Sun and Gourd. Oh no, this one. Eve and Evie are related some way, right? They are connected, but the relationship is a secret. Did Eve create Evie? In a way. In the previous game, Eve used a sword and a gun. A sun, if you will, if you combine them together. But Evie's fights barehanded. Why did the combat change? If they give her a sword from the start, it would be difficult for players to... It'd be difficult to show players a distinct visual style and gameplay departure from the first game. So they wanted it to feel different. Okay, to contrast with Eve. Evie has a smaller frame, capable of delivering powerful melee strikes, choosing close combat martial arts style as her core. Okay. What wasn't shown in this trailer? There are plans for her to use a sword as well. Okay, so she will get a sword at some point, and more weapons along with that. Neat. Scene where Evie walks down a street, crosses the crosswalk, and chases the main suspect. Can players explore the neighborhood? In that specific section, you can enter a few shops along the street, but that area is indeed linear. What I look forward to, a broader city is structured. Okay, so there will be more areas to explore in that city, it seems. Sweet. While the graphics and dodge/evasion animations look clearly upgraded, the UI seems quite similar to the first game. What has changed and what has stayed the same? I don't think there's much that have stayed completely the same. Even for the UI, we plan to change it to make it much easier for players to read. It's been about a year since development, so it's a year in development. Okay. So they're going to polish the UIs over the next year and a half before the game comes out. Cool. Vending machine in the trailer will side content like collecting cans or fishing return. So there's going to be side content like that. Sweet. It's going to be richer and more fulfilling than the previous game. Ooh. More side content. More grinding for cool things. Just give me a moment. Okay. Let me get back. Alongside this new title, Shift Up is embarking on self-publishing for the first time, deploying the game from South Korea globally. What strategy for delivering this game worldwide? Don't have a concrete strategy just yet. They're still figuring it out, okay? Experience with the first game, realized it's vital to merge our publishing philosophy and our game development philosophy, which is why we decided to take on the challenges of publishing. They got burned by Sony. Sony burned Shift Up on the first game. And now they're just going to go by themselves. If 100% represents a finished game, what stage would you say the current development is at? Incredibly difficult to give a specific percentage. Okay, so nothing specific. They don't really know how far they've gone into it. They're still in the very early stages. So let's get like 30%. 30%. What are the targeted platforms? Haven't locked down these app platforms yet, but do tend to bring it to as many users as possible. As many as possible, huh? It's gonna be a PC, Xbox. It's gonna be on the Switch somehow. Could the Switch 2 even play it? It probably could, actually. Switch 2 could probably do it. I think so. The first game was a massive hit in Japan. Alongside excellent gameplay, the character designs were very alluring, was a huge reason for the success. God's Victory Nikke is also widely popular in Japan. It's surpassing the charm and appeal of the first game, a goal for Stellar Blade Blood Rain. Our goal is to surpass the charm of Eve. Ripple, he's addressing you right now, right? He's going at you saying Evie will be more charming than Eve. Wow. Aren't focusing on surface level visual appeal. We are concentrating heavily on making Evie a character that players will generally fall in love with from the bottom of their hearts. By taking lessons we learned from interacting with our community through Nikke, specifically regarding building a really meaningful relationship between players and characters. Huh. So, they're using what they've learned from Nikke to make a character that is very appealing to the fan base. Will it be a collaboration with Nikke? Yep. Can't say for sure yet, but the opportunity arises. I will go pay the Nikke team a visit and put in the form request myself. Interview concluded. It's time for a quick photo session. Up to this point, we had been wearing a jacket. Took it off. Showed me his back. Eve 0.5. Generation 5 Eve. She the 5th Eve. Maybe that's how they got 100 years, Ripple? By going like 5 generations? That does seem more than 100 years though, 5 generations. Because a generation is what, like 20 years? No, never mind. Never. What am I saying? The generation is 20 years. 5th generation, that's 100 years. Yeah. If you go like Boomer, Gen X, Millennial, Gen Z, Gen Alpha. That kind of lines up. You said the character could be absolutely better, but it seems like he's almost admitting she's not as appealing as Eve, says Ripple. Well, I think he's saying that looks-wise, or like figure-wise, she's not as buxom, as curvaceous as Eve and stuff, right? But her personality is going to be much better or something. Well, what was do we have a close-up? I need to get a close-up of like Eve's bodysuit, right? Because doesn't her bodysuit say something about the Eve protocol on it? Damn, my neighbor is doing some construction. I can hear the bang of hammers all the way through the walls. It's vibrating. That's wild. Let's see. Doesn't she have like something about the Eve protocol on her suit? EXXX, devastating like lightning. What does she have on her? Defense Force 0007. Retrieve all the truth. Version 0.c. Eve Protocol 7th. I guess she's the 7th actually. Never mind. So yeah, Eve was the 7th. And then they're saying in here that she's Eve 05. So is Evie older than Eve then? I have no idea. Yeah, she was part of the 7th Defense Force, right? Eve Protocol 7th Defense Force Assault Squadron. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it was the 7th Eve, but it was the 7th Air Force or 7th Force. And nothing else on this side? Because they need to recreate the skin 1-to-1. Maybe I need to open up Stellar Blade itself to get a really close look at the suit. Which I can do. I can do that. What did Raven have on her? Eve Protocol Agency for Collapse. Does she have a number on her? Eve Defense Force. I mean, she was the 6th Diving Force or whatever in her other suit. She was the 6th before Eve came down and was the 7th. And I don't think Lily's has much on her, right? Lily has an 03. But how long was she trapped in that pod for, right? Because when we find her, she was trapped or whatever. Yeah, so she was the 3rd. That's something. That is something. Oh. That is true. Yeah. Okay, that is true, Ripple. So yeah, if you have I, that's like a 3. But then that doesn't line up though, because Raven, because she has the V in her name, which is like 5, but her suit is the Planet Diving Suit 6th V2 or whatever. That's like the alt outfit that she was wearing before in the past. And now, can we see the text on her arm? The text on her arm. Yeah, it just says for collapse. I think she was the 6th, so. It doesn't work out. Well, I mean, her costume says Eve on it though, right? Eve Protocol for Raven. So she was supposed to be Eve, and that's why she was upset about not being chosen, right? By Adam. Does Tachi say Eve on it? Well, I have to go actually find a good picture of her. Because unlike Raven and Eve, she wasn't, brought into Nikke. Tachi Stellar Blade. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking at the pictures right now. I don't see any text on her. So I don't think Tachi had any text on her suit at all. But I can't find a really close-up picture. Yeah, she had no text on her suit at all. No. There was nothing written on hers. If I'm going by like this 3D model or whatever right here. I don't see any text on her at all. Yeah, so Tachi didn't have anything on her. It was just only Raven. Raven had some stuff on her. Lily had stuff on her. And so did Miss Eve. But Tachi didn't seem to have anything on her. I don't see any text. Yeah. So I guess she was not one of the Eve protocols, right? But Raven, she was, Eve was, and Lily doesn't have Eve written on her, but she was something with the 3rd Squadron or whatever. She was an engineer or something, right? Like a 3rd Squadron engineer. Her arm has something written on it that we can't see. Oh, no, never mind. Wait. She has Eve 05 written on her, actually. Never mind. So Lily was an Eve. Wait, Eve 05. Eve 05. Lily and Evie look similar to each other. There's a connection. There's a connection right there. Lily and Eve, there's a connection. Eve 05. Kim had a undershirt that said Eve 05 on it. Well, Ripple, you see 10,000 people agreed that she does look similar to Lily, so the masses agree that they look similar. So it's connected. It is connected. Okay. The masses don't think the Earth is a cube. That's not real at all. But yeah, Eve 05 is written on Lily. So if Kim at that interview had a shirt saying Eve 05 on it, then there's a connection to Lily then. Interesting. So what if, because remember how, I think Lily said something about how everyone else from her ship or whatever she was coming down to Earth from had it destroyed and she survived in that one of those pods or whatever that we found her in. Maybe Evie was in one of those pods and was stuck in it the entire events of Stellar Blade and got released at some point. Who knows? Maybe something like that happened. Maybe something like that. Could be a Lily themed shirt. It could have been a Lily themed shirt. That is true, Ripple. It could have just been, yeah, I'm wearing my Lily shirt. And it was a red herring. Or it could be intentional. He could have intentionally wore that to the interview because he wanted them to think about it and report on it. But I think it's probably intentional. I don't think it's a coincidence. So that means there's some sort of relation to Lily with Evie and this thing that happened here with the t-shirt. Did anyone else here mention about the Eve 05 thing? Eve 05. I guess not. I guess not. Nope, no one mentions about the 5. Okay. So we might be the first ones who've found this, right? Who found this connection? If there's actually a connection here to make. Yeah, with the Natiba guy, 100% they went down the Adam ending. Like it is the Adam ending is the canon ending to Stellar Blade. That is 100% true, Ripple. Which, you know, I told you that was the case, right? I told you. The bad ending? No, the bad ending is the one where you're siding with Mother Sphere. That's the bad ending. But Evil 5, Evil 5. We got something going on there. What do you mean, so sad? You wanted to troll, huh? I don't know why you think Adam is the wrong choice. Adam wants to save humanity. Well, Adam wanted to save humanity. He wanted to bring humans back to life. And we can see from the new trailer that his goal was achieved. He brought back humans to the world, even if they're living next to the androids now. But I think the conflict, really what the conflict seems to me to be, is you have those humans, right, who are willing to turn themselves into Natiba. There's some sort of like a human supremacist organization trying to, I don't know, go against the androids or something like that. Maybe that's the enemy right now. And maybe that could be, you know, Mother Sphere doing false flags to try to destroy humanity once again. Mother Sphere is doing a long con, like after Eve did whatever kind of peace deal with Mother Sphere to cause a truce between humanity and the androids to live in harmony. Ripple, if the DNA comes out and says they're human, then they're human. Don't put it in quotation marks. Yeah, but they aren't Natibas though, those people. They're human, right? They took the vial, because apparently Eevee has one of those vials that can convert humans into Natibas, right? Do you need to see in here? It has like the DNA strand kind of thing going on. Well, Ripple, you haven't injected the mutation 9 million virus into any kind of person, so you don't know if that's actually possible in real life. This is like future technology that's like the mutation virus 1 million that can just destroy the DNA of a human in a second and make them into a monster. Also, hello, Feather. The PvP guesser on Nikke is gonna go get removed? Okay. He doesn't have the images anymore. The images are gone? Dang. I was wondering why it's been broken for so long, Feather. Okay. Yes, Ripple, if you inject yourself with the DNA destroying and altering virus, I'm pretty sure you stop being human because it rewrites your DNA. But before you injected yourself with that, you're human. These guys were human. Adam wasn't that level of a monster, though. He was in control of his thoughts. He was in control of who he was. He wasn't acting on instinct. He was still a logical creature. And he had the ability and the know-how to bring back the original form of humanity.
The target stopped.
Because these guys, they look really human, I think, right? Like a lot of these people walking around, like this guy right here. Like he has no robotic parts that we can see at all. He looks like a normal guy, this guy right here. A lot of the androids, though, had like robotic parts of them when we were in Zion. They had like a few like robotic looking things on their body. Most of them did, at least. Though, yeah, characters like Eve and Raven and stuff did look way, way more human-like.
How's it looking out there?
I know, but there's still characters in the scenes that are partly robotic, like the other guy here, right? Who she's sailing.
Acting a little strange today.
Oh yeah. Mission in a while. Are you excited?
Seeing
Okay.
quiet. They're moving.
Like this guy, he had like a robotic jaw on him. Yeah, because Mother Sphere wanted to make her own little humans so that she could do whatever she wanted with, right? Guide their evolution. But I don't think the androids can turn themselves into Natibas. So they probably are the new humans from Eve and Adam's fusion. I thought it was confirmed, though, that humans were fully eradicated on the surface, besides the Natiba descendants. Because Mother Sphere would have known for sure if there are more humans on the surface. Because she had all the satellites in the orbit. She would have been tracking everything, finding all the bunkers.
God's reign shall cease. In the name of the Father.
And they said the name of the father. And the father was Adam, right? That was his name in some of the records, right? They called him the father. Hello, Ken. If a face hugger hugged a hole below the belt, then could the host normally birth the chest burster? Probably not, because I think the chest bursters are just gonna eat through whatever flesh they're in. So, no. You still die from anywhere that the face hugger injects the eggs, I think. Also, they like spit acid too, so the acid is gonna kill you too. Further proof of his god complex. Well, even if he did have a god complex, he still did save humanity by using Eve and mixing together. But to me, this part, right, because they're doing attacks in the name of the Father, they're trying to do human supremacy or something like that. It's a human supremacy villain or something like that going on here, which could be getting stoked by Mother Sphere to cause the androids to fight the humans again after the uneasy peace that's been going on. Yes, but Ripple, Adam and Eve were two people on the other side of a war. So him manipulating Eve and Lily was justified because he was an enemy combatant. He was doing it to win the war for his side. He was outgunned, outmanned. The only way he could win was through manipulation and subterfuge. He had to do it like in a spy campaign, a guerrilla campaign, if you will. You don't believe that? You wouldn't do whatever it took to win the war when you're the last combatant? Hello, Joey. No Ripple? Dang. Well, say you're Adam, right, Ripple? You are a very powerful being. Mother Sphere can't really kill you immediately. You can do a lot of fighting because you have the power. But you can't really win the war solo. So even though you can't die easily, you can still nudge things along in the background. And that's what he did. He nudged everything in the background to cause his side to win the war. Maybe not fully win it, but bring it to a stalemate where Mother Sphere had to actually negotiate and do a ceasefire, a truce, a proper peace deal. And we see in this trailer, there are humans that are alive and they can convert into Natibas again. Also, hello, Bandak D. It was effective, but it was beyond immoral to a degree which you believe is unjustified. I think in a total war, though, you can't really say something is unjustified. Because if you lose the war, everyone is dead. So at that point, everything and anything is allowed. Sure, there are fates worse than death, but in this case, the fates that came from him doing what he did were way better than death, because now there are actual humans walking around and they're living life in a city, driving around in flying cars, taking a train to go to work. So he got what he wanted in the end. But I guess you're right about there being some sort of uneasy peace or something going on in the background that led to these terrorists, turning themselves into Natibas to do attacks against random civilians on the streets. They might be targeting Android-owned businesses and residences or something like that. Who knows? Yeah, Joey, you feel the argument that this is taking place on a colony is more convincing? It seems like it's a new colony. It's a new colony on the Earth, I think. It's like a new Zion kind of thing on the planet. That's what I'm thinking. You don't think it's on Earth? You think it's on the colony in space where Eve, Tachi, and Lily came from? Let's see. Is there anything in here that like shows the proper like skyline or something like that? Maybe like a shot of the sun that we can see to show if it yes or no if it's on like the Earth or in a space station of some sort. Yeah, she has the C DDP on her, which according to the interview Kim gave to Famitsu, it means that she belongs to a special forces unit currently tracking down a group responsible for massive terrorist attacks in the city. As for CDDP, explain that now would be a major spoiler, so he can't tell us what that means. But the city to me looks like something like Zion. So he did mention in this interview about where is it? Control F, Zion. Zion. So in the trailer, mysterious man through the city. New city by contrast, blah, blah, blah. When asked if Zion got massive development, this is not Zion, right? Oh, they don't say if it's on a colony or if they say it's on Earth. All they said was that it was not Zion, so it's somewhere where they built a new metropolis. I don't know. I'm gonna think it's on Earth. I'm thinking it's on Earth. I'm thinking it's a new colony on Earth. But we don't know for sure if it's on a colony or not. So it could be anything. It could really be anything. I think Earth would be interesting to see that they tried to take it back still again after Zion fell. We have these like new Natiba guys right here though. Look at that guy. What are the point of all these tentacles, man? What is that? Yeah, so CDDP, and what does it say? Something in peace, right? Fairness and peace, yeah. Okay, fairness and peace, yep. Fairness and peace. Mm-hmm. Well, Joey, I'm thinking maybe because of how powerful Eve would have became after fusing with Adam, Mother Sphere said, okay, we can have a peace treaty and we can have the androids and the humans live side by side and we can share resources and build the Earth back up. Or something like that happened. That's my wacky little theory at the moment. Also, we did find a little bit earlier. So in the interview, they took a picture with Kim. He took off his jacket and he had a t-shirt underneath that showed Eve 005. What does it mean? The interviewee was saying, or the interviewer, I mean, was saying about that. We did see though that on Lily, she has Eve 05 on her little shirt thing on the back. So a connection with Lily there at the end of the interview. That's something. Based off what we know about villains and shift up games, anyone who wants to coexist as humans will end up losing their heads in a merciless way. Maybe. See what I'm thinking here, right? When this guy transforms into a Natiba and he mentions the father.
In the name of the Father!
This is some sort of human supremacist organization who are against the androids. Pausing his tattoos, sure. Let's go back. With the captions. he has like a spine going up his arm, and then he has something on his chest, which I have no idea what it says at all. Is it supposed to be text or just a cool image? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking though, because those guys are humans, but the ringleader is not a human directly himself, or maybe he's pretending to be something like that. I don't know. He could be Mother Sphere's agent, stoking the flames of people. He has a tattoo on his hand saying 7 lucky though, lucky number 7. He has a tattoo over here saying 51212. This guy has a dragon fighting a tiger. Wow. But nothing more going on here. Can we find anything else in here? Probably not. But yeah, Eevee has one of those vials though that does a transformation. It seems. It has a C DDP sticker on it though down here. Amagi Boulevard. The Scarlet Sin. Was the Scarlet Sin what it was? Is that what it was called? The Nativa virus. Is that what it was called? I need to check the wiki. The wiki. I guess not. No. Nothing comes up when you search for that, so I don't assume that was actually mentioned at all in the original Stellar Blade, right? And that is NOMAKOM. Was that company in? Was that one of the companies from the past in Stellar Blade or no? Nope, that doesn't seem to be the case either. Okay. Yeah, they might have found these vials in like some labs that were the bunkers where the last humans were living. Adams, AIs, you know, they made this up. Yeah, so I think these are all new companies that are existing after the events of the original Stellar Blade, and they maybe reverse engineered the Nativa virus from like records that they found in those bunkers. That's kind of stupid of them to do. That is kind of dumb. But yeah, I really wonder, what is Eve doing at right now? Because apparently Eve and Eevee's connection will be revealed in the game somehow. He did mention that here. Kim. Where's that? Yeah, they're connected, but the exact nature of the relationship is a secret for now. So in the game, we'll learn how they're connected. Which that should be neat to see. Maybe Eevee was created by Eve. Maybe the CDDP is all like forces created by Eve. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know. But the game is scheduled to come out in 2027. So we got a whole year to wait. A whole year. So yeah, Raphael, Adam, he had Tetrastar, Eidos, and Orca. Yep. Daughter? I don't think he'd be her daughter, right? Or how long are the androids supposed to live anyway? Is there even a hard limit on their lifespan? Because Mother's Fear was making them really lifelike, right? Or not, I mean, not really lifelike. She was trying to make them like pretty human. I guess the old man at Zion, how old was he? That old man wasn't Atiba. Yeah, true. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. He wasn't Atiba. That is true. But he was really, really old. Yeah, this game is supposed to be like far in the future. Then I don't know if Eve and Evie can be mother and daughter. But Eve is a god now at this point. So she would still be alive 100%. Just like that old man and Adam have been alive for like hundreds of years or whatever. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. We don't know. We don't know. Yeah, they mentioned they're going to add more weapons, right? First, Evie will fight with bare hands, and then she'll get a sword at some point, and more. So a lot of fighting styles will be happening in this game, which is pretty sweet. Checking on something really quickly. Okay. Okay, we're good there. Yep. Additional playable characters. Well, one thing I'm wondering, because didn't they say something about Raven getting like a playable DLC for the original Stellar Blade? What happened with that? Wasn't there like an Easter egg saying like she would return? Let me go find that really quickly. Because I swear that existed, right? Stellar Blade. Raven will return Easter egg. Where is it? Because there's a figurine that you can interact with, and it says that something about the troublemaker will return. Yes, here we go. I found it. So there was this image here. So they did an update, and you could find a figurine of Raven, and the message here was saying, originally designed Raven as someone consumed by hate, but we thought it would be more interesting to give Raven a unique purpose. Hope you'll continue to follow our troublemaker's story. So there was something with Raven that was supposed to happen, but it didn't. What's up with that? Where is the Raven story? Yeah, people thought there was going to be a DLC for her, like maybe what was it? I think someone mentioned it would be like Virgil getting a DLC in Devil May Cry 5, but it would be like instead of that, it would be Raven, and then we could see her side of the story or something like that. I don't know. She was supposed to come through the screen and give you a smooch, Ripple. Now that doesn't sound likely. I guess she has to appear in the sequel, Joey, yeah. Raven will appear as a 700-year-old woman in a cryopod or something like that. A cryopod as a nugget, too. She lost her limbs, right? Yeah, Eve went hard against Raven. If only that fabric wasn't there, the skin would be better than everything else. But that fabric covering that area, it made it loose. Oh, did they update the chibi at all when they brought it back this time? Does she talk? Nope. No, the mouth does not move. Okay. Should have been a stranger to bring back characters that are fan favorites. That is true, Joey. That is true. It's insane how beautiful Raven is here. The sweat drop from the armpit on her is crazy detail. They wanted you to look there with that sweat coming out. Look at that. Whoa. She's walking at us menacingly. Menacing walk from Raven. She wants to come and get you. Look at that smile. She's gonna get you. It's sad though. She comes from the year right before they started making the chibis way more better than they are now, than they were in the past, right? The chibi details are just huge. Improved nowadays. What did she say to us anyway? What are these voice lines? Revenge does not discriminate. Yeah, she is just angry the entire time. Yep. Oh wait, Evie will be Nikke 100%. 100%. He did mention that in the interview that she'll be coming. If I go back to the interview, it's around near the end. Will there be a collaboration? He'll go pay a visit to the Nikke team and put in the request himself. So 100% Evie will be in Nikke. I'm thinking, you know, they'll do the exact same thing they did with the launch of Stellar Blade on PC. They timed that with the collab in Nikke. So the launch of Stellar Blade Blood Rain will have the collab happen in Nikke at the exact same time. They'll be tied together. Hello, Zenard. Hello. You are. You're late. You're late. You missed the Raven inspection. Is there how good are these guys still anyway? Raven and Eve. I know I used Raven during the last solo raid. She was a good unit for that. This pose is just epic. They just, you can see everything for you, man. You see the butt, you see the boobs, you see the face. You see the armpit kind of right there. A pose that shows everything. Raven's you're to go to for electric enemies, Joey. Okay. I need to see what is her ranking currently. What's the tier list for Nikke say about Eve and Raven? Okay, so the tier list for Eve, ooh, she's only B for story, A for bossing, C for PvP, and Raven, she's SS for bossing. Okay, so that's why she can be used in solo raid. She's really good for bosses, but Eve is kind of mid. Okay. I just wish Raven had a better burst animation than this for like the lobby screen. Really, Joey? The Scarlet boss fight wasn't that hard, in my opinion. I did the Scarlet boss fight in like 30 minutes, I think it was, when I streamed it. And then the Raven boss fight was actually hard for me. That was the hardest fight in the entire game for me, the Raven one. Scarlet, she was pretty simple, I felt like. But Raven, she took me like an hour and a half. Raven sniping all of Atrulia's Goddess Halos. Yeah. She did do that. Raven is the first and final skill check boss in the game because she's right at the end, right? From what I remember, is like after her, there isn't too much game left. Get that. Get this. True. Oh, which suits I would have them add as Nikke DLC? Let's see. Okay. So if they add characters to Stellar Blade 2, who would I want? So we had Alice, Dorothy, Anise, Rappy, and Marion in Stellar Blade 1, right? Those were the ones we got. For Stellar Blade 2, I want Cinderella. We can do this version of Cinderella. I think she'd be good. Because we got six people we can choose. 6 people. So yeah, so the original form of Cinderella, her outfit. They're probably gonna put Rappy Red Hood in there. That makes sense to me. They're gonna do her. So that's 2. Rappy Red Hood, Cinderella. Yeah, give Eve a Milk outfit. Yeah, do Milk, because Milk is a tomboyish girl who likes fighting with her fists. They could do this Milk, or they could do Bunny Milk. Bunny Milk has in her ultimate, she has a big fist that comes out of the sky to punch the raptures, so that lines up. Yeah, they give Eevee Bunny Milk skin. That could be 3. Okay, that's 3. So, Rappy Red Hood, Cinderella, Bunny Milk. Who else is story important or people love a lot? Maybe they'll do a Red Hood. They can do a Red Hood. But Red Hood feels unlikely to me. But she is a fan favorite. People really love Red Hood. So it could be possible. They could, yeah, Lilith as well. They could do Lilith. Give her the octopus uniform. Why would she be Epinal? Ripple. I called you Rapple. Like Rappy and Ripple? Rapple? Yeah, so Lilywise, Cinderella, Bunny Milk, Rappy Red Hood. Those are 4. Regular Red Hood maybe could do it, but then I don't think her outfit would probably fit on Eevee. Could do a could do maybe an Anise. Maybe she does wait. Star Anise actually makes sense, right? Because Star Anise This one, like the Starlight form of Anise. She has shorter hair and she has the ponytail, but then she also is a melee unit. She attacks with her fists in this form. So that could actually fit for Eevee. So that's number 5. Could also give her Clay, you know, give her the cheerleading uniform because Clay was meant to be a fighter. So she get a cheerleading outfit from Clay. That could happen. There you go. Those are the 6. There you go. We got 6. We got Rabbit Red Hood, Cinderella, Bunny Milk, Clay, and I forgot the other 2 immediately. No, never mind. I got it right there. Starlight, Anise, and possibly Red Hood. There you go. Those are the 6 outfits to add in for the collab. Thank you, Joey. Thank you. Yeah, that lines up. Eevee though in the bunny outfit, that would be neat to see. Eevee wearing this. Whoa. How long have I played this game for? Since the original Nier collab, so that's gonna be 3 years in like a month and a half. Yes, Denard, including the GPS monitor, it would be the exact same outfit. True Immune. Guilty would be a good matchup as well. Guilty is super strong with their hands, so. That would line up. Also, I'm going to take the chance to show right now, you know, if you're watching and you're not subscribed on YouTube or following on Twitch, do that, you know, that'd be neat. And as well, you know, if you're watching on YouTube, like the stream, because liking the stream helps the stream. Whoa. And if you're watching on X right now, in my bio, you can find the links to Twitch and YouTube. Come sub on YouTube, come follow on Twitch. That'd be neat. Okay. Chilling is over. Did they release anything else on the official Stellar Blade accounts? Let me go check that out real quick. Is there anything new on here? Just a cut of the trailer, some looks at specific shots. Okay. Oh, let's see. You're on my friends list. Ooh. Oh, you're the Naga guy from Biri Biri. I see. Cool. Welcome to the stream. Let's see, anything new? they're playing into the butt reveal here. That's pretty sweet. This is the key visual. So she has a sword here as well. What are these pipes for? Or these are like wires? Twemco. It got labeled as adult content. Damn. Wait, why can't I view it though without an account on this browser? Okay. Oh, you can get Stellar Blade for 33% off right now. Wow. Okay, that seems to be everything. There's nothing majorly new besides that one graphic here. Nothing else. Okay. Yeah, that sale should be on Steam, but it's not. Is it even on sale at all? On Steam. Stellar Blade. It's not. Oh, dang. Well, I mean, I bought it when it first came to PC. I pre-ordered it and got the Scarlet skin for Nikke. Which you can see right here. Look at that. She is spreading those legs. Wow. She even has a full moon to herself. It did come back though. It did come back. Did you get it the second time or nah? Naga. Too bad the shooting pose is in full moon. Naughty, naughty ripple. You were starting with the half Annie? Gotcha. Look at the thigh jiggle on this though. You do like one little tap, she goes back in place. The thighs jiggle for like 10, no, not 10, like 5 seconds. Her thighs are just full of sponginess. Whoa. Huge. Did she have any good voice lines here at all? Protecting in spirits. She wanted to show this outfit to Snow White and Rapunzel. Well, she does want to drink with you in this outfit. But she always wants to drink with us, so not anything new. Scarlet's summer outfit? Scarlet will get an outfit when she's revived with whatever her upgrade is. We gotta wait for Rapunzel, Scarlet, Noah, Liberalia to all come back to life. I'm gonna guess though, if they do something like Nikke DLC for the new Stellar Blade game, it's gonna have probably the boss fight is gonna be Lilith, but then Lilith is like way stronger than people realize. Like she's a nuke, like a living nuke. She could make a punch that could destroy like a mountain. Joey, I'm sorry, but you know, Isabel's dead. She's dead. Bye-bye, Isabel. But she is back, kinda alive, a little bit, in Eagle Vista. What if you had Milk? Well, no, what if you had Guilty fight Evie instead? Because Guilty, she can crush a rock with her bare hand. Or not like a rock, like an actual like big boulder. She can just turn it into dust. Speaking of which, I want to check something really quickly. In the beautiful shot thing, can I do the fishing minigame? Is that in here? Well, Joey, Isabel was kind of out of the story for like 2 years before they killed her. Beautiful shot, beautiful shot. Is the minigame in here? Can we like actually like fish? I just wanted to see. Does that exist in here? Oh wow, it does exist actually. Remember when everyone complained about this minigame because it said it was too hard? They did an update to that actually, I believe. They updated it to make it slower so that you could do it better because people were losing too much. They complained. The poor OG Sans, they're too old to keep up. Because, you know, like the average Nikke player, the average age of a Nikke player is like 35 years old, right? We have a lot of like 65-year-olds playing the game. A lot of old people, they're playing the game. It being slower messed you up more? I can see that. I can see that. That happens to me in the TT Star game over here. Sometimes too slow is bad as well. Mm-hmm. Ripple, how will you save Isabel, by the way? You said that, but you didn't explain how. You feel called out there with the age? What are you actually 65? Whoa. The 65-year-old Nikke player. Oh, okay, 34. Well, I guess that was close to when I said the average was 35. Love and Hope, Ripple. You know, I don't think Love and Hope can beat a laser that turns someone into dust. Love and Hope can only go so far. Let's get some new background music. Love and hope are the only thing that can beat a laser. What about a really sturdy mirror that can withstand the amount of heat the laser outputs? No ripple? Okay. Let's see. No, what do you say, Naga? Let's see. What can I say? Like you, when you picked up the game during the first Nier collab, you also started because of that collab? It was a good collab. That was a really good collab for them to do. And it became even better when they released the swimsuits last year, right? These swimsuits for 2B and A2 are insane. Look at the hip ratio on 2B is actually like literally obscene. This is obscene how wide her hips are compared to her shoulders. Like we start up here and we go all the way up here. Like it's insane. The hip width on 2B is just wow. It's wild. It's so sad that she is just not that good of a unit anymore. Like she can be used, but she's just not the best. A2 is, yeah, A2, her hips aren't as big as 2B's. They're as wide as her shoulders, it seems. But this skin was free, so that's pretty epic. B is probably the biggest in the game, right? I think she actually has the biggest hips in the entire game of Nikke. Well, even in her chibi, I think her hips are bigger than her shoulders. Yeah, even in the chibi, the hips are bigger. For A2, they weren't bigger. What would you put her in the cake tier list? She's going to be an S tier. She's going to be an S tier, 100%. Maybe even double S if we have a double S tier that goes above the S tier. That's like special. The double S tier has 2B in it and Maiden. Those are the two in double S. Because Maiden Ice Rose is just wild as well. Absolutely huge. Maiden Ice Rose, 2B, they're the biggest in the game. Maiden Ice Rose, the biggest Nikke, and then 2B, the biggest character overall. I don't think anyone else is up there with them. Mikami Shifty was kind of big though, but she's not canon, so I'm not really sure where she goes. Mikami Shifty, what did you look like? Anise is up there, but Anise doesn't feel as we got to go back to default. Mikami Shifty for Eevee Nanosuit. But Mikami Shifty is way too thick to be Eevee. OG Rappy is nowhere close up high. OG Raptor is not that big. 100% OG Rappy is not that big. What are we talking about here? Yeah, that's not anything huge. That's pretty standard Nikke size. What about Mikami Shifty? She's huge. Oh, true. Uni. Uni. Uni is wild as well. She needs to be brought back so that they can make a new skin for her that is like a swimsuit or something. We need to have the Uni revival. No, OG Mika isn't big at all. Velbum. You're mistaken. Yeah, I wonder how Eevee is going to translate in here, because she's going to have the bodysuit on. Maybe it will look like Mikami Shifty, because Mikami Shifty has a bodysuit. I'm going to pull that up real quick. Pull it up real quick. Yeah, because Mikami's shooting pose was like this. Raven is nice, but she doesn't actually have that big of a look from behind based on her pose. It's her pose. Her posing makes it look not as big as it could be, I think. Eve goes crazy though. She's hunching right over the cover, aiming her weapon. Quite something. Quite something. Yeah, Eve has like the same kind of pose that Crown does. Yep, she took her style. But considering the fact they mentioned, so Eevee will have a gun, a sword, her fists, multiple things. I'm curious about what they'll choose when they bring her into this game. Also, because they always do 2 characters, I wonder who the second character is going to be that gets brought into Nikke from Stellar Blade 2. Eevee and who? We don't know. The Kana, we don't even know what Kana looks like. And she seems to be an operator. So maybe she is the Lily. Which it's sad because, you know, you always get the garbage SR. I don't know why they do this. There should never be a new SR unit ever again. It should just be they do 3 SSRs, because people who like a character like Lily just get nothing, and they can't even use the character they like because it's an SR, and SRs are worthless. She is cute though. She is cute. Yeah, not even a free skin. I guess they gave Eve her transformation version with Adam Joey as an alt. The same thing would happen to me with Claire, because I wanted Claire as an SSR, but then they released her as an SR, and then they made her like the best looking unit of the Resident Evil collab. Like, her and the jeans are insane. Like, look at that. But no, she is a SR, which means she can't be used anywhere. She's only there to be seen. Disappointing. And they just announced the Resident Evil Veronica remake as well. Disappointing, disappointing. Ooh, did I? Oh, I have enough now. Okay, we can do a temple. We can do a temple. Oh boy, give me a gold. Give me a gold. Come on. Come on. Give me a gold. No gold. No gold. Do I have enough now to get a thing here? Maybe? Nope. Oh, yeah, we already know Joey. The new Nikke is going to be the Black Arc Ranger, which, you know, I made a short about that on my channel. It's the Black Arc Ranger. We're getting one Nikke. That's it. Because the dev notes from March said it would be a Nikke we haven't seen in a while. They didn't mention more than one recruitment, so I think it's just one. Is this going to be her only? And that's it. I want to be able to do a perfect mold. Oh yeah, the picture shows 6 of them. Yeah, but that's we already know. That's just promo art though. I have that picture like right here. Right here. Really though, it's just 3 of them because we have in this picture for the next Nikke event. That's not what I wanted to do. One, we made the right image. There we go. OBS is being a little finicky right now. So we have these 3 in the front. Those are the 3 main ones. Those ones are like the actual Arc Rangers, the 3 in the front. Then in the back, you have like Yan there with the buns on the side. And then you have Matisse in the background. You have Maxwell, Laplace, and Drake. But it seems that you have the Black Arc Ranger. She's in the middle. And then you have like 2 other Arc Rangers on the left and right of her. But in the dev notes that they released in May, they mentioned that it was a one Nikke. It was one Nikke, one special recruitment banner. So I don't think it's going to be more than one character. Also, if it was going to be Matisse, not you, Paulie. If it was going to be Matisse, they would be in the front and center and not in the background. So that's why it's not Matisse. But it is the Black Arc Ranger, because I have a picture right here. It's foreshadowing. They're going to be in the event, 100%. They'll be in the event, but they're not going to be released right now. But yeah, that's her right there. See? That's the Black Arc Ranger, front and center. Look at her. And the 2 on the 2 of them on the left and right, those are probably her comrades. So they're probably other Black Arc Rangers. Not Black Arc Rangers, other Arc Rangers. So probably like the red one and the blue one, maybe. We know from Laplace's messages. Let me get that real quick. Laplace, where are you? I'm Laplace. Hello. There you are. We know from her messages that there are... There's a red one, a blue one, the black one, yellow one, pink one. But it seems we're going to meet probably the red one and the blue one. Oh, no, actually, it's probably the red one. Right, yeah. The red one is probably the one to the left of her. And on the right of her is probably the pink one, because the pink one, they said, or the yellow one, actually. The yellow one, they said it's the easiest on the eyes. And I think the one on the right is supposed to be looking pretty, right? I said right like a million times there. Yeah, I'm thinking red and yellow along with black. Yeah, the this event will be mapped and voiced. Yep, that's gonna be neat. Velbum. There is a map, and there is voice acting, so it should be story important or something like that. Which probably does mean there's gonna be more than one Nikke, right? 3-week event with a map and a story that's voiced. That kind of feels like there has to be more. Oh, you got B3 Raven, Joey? I did that last year when the collab happened, so I didn't need to waste anything. Yeah, it won't be Matisse, because if it was Matisse, they'd be front and center Ripple. They'd be the stars of the show, not the Black Arc Ranger. Yeah, the Wings of Victory is in the background as well. So we're probably gonna get it somehow. We're gonna find the Wings of Victory. True. If it was, it's 3 weeks, not 4. If it was 4 weeks, we know with Absolute, with those 3 units, it took 4 weeks. So, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You are right. Well, I got my gems up. I got 70,000 gems and 15 tickets right now. I'm pretty safe, pretty safe. You missed out on the original? Dang. Yeah, Sky, Celio, and Sora should be appearing in the event if we're getting the Wings of Victory. That would be a weird combo if they do, like, you get the Black Arc Ranger, and then they also release either Sky or Celio. Yeah, there's another banner. It should be a Ranger. The funny thing, though, is people think because this one has a coat that it has like a similar pattern to Crow's coat, the one on the left there, that she's related to Crow somehow. But I think it's just that coat is a product that anyone could buy. What does this code even say on it anyway? The paradox of Raven. Raven. Whoa. Pick them. Zero type is red. Roxanne. Joey. This actually makes me want to check out. What does Crow's like outfit even say? She has a lot of words on it, so let's go to the database and get a closer look. Partnered. Something is nest wishful musings. Wistful Mustang from a nest. From a what? From a crow's nest. From a crow's nest. Wistful musings from a crow's nest. A. Crow? Yeah, I saw that crow. There's been multiple things of crow in a bunny outfit. The one with Unwa is pretty good as well. The paradox of Raven. Of EN 122531. Pick them. Skull, some diamond thing, a lot of stars. Type is red 1005. And then she became comically evil and thought she was the Joker and tried to kill the commander for no reason at all, even though he was literally the one who could bring about her vision of a equal society. An equal society could come from him. She was just jealous that he could do it he could just do it with no bloodshed, and he could do it through diplomatic means. She was upset that he was just so good at his job that everything could be gotten through him. And she was not needed, I think. She was jealous. Jealous of our Commander Riz. So sad, so sad. Crow has a JP artist yet. The only good thing she gave us was Jackal. True. And she abused Jackal's trust, though, multiple times. She also got jealous that that Jackal actually started liking the commander more than her. That made her jealous. When we had fully trained Jackal to sit, stay, and all that stuff, you know, we got her to be less rowdy. That made her angry. She's always been jealous of the commander, and then she took it out on the arc. More core dust, yummy. I have 4 D spare bodies? Whoa. How many did I put in a D already, though? That's the real question. None. Okay, I should just get the limit break as well. Like, Might as well, right? Get the limit break so I can get the wallpaper. There we go. Ripple, if you don't have 4 Ds, that means you're vitamin D deficient. You gotta go get that checked out. Actually, that's something. That's an issue. D deficiency is bad for you. Also, D's nuts. There you go, Ripple. Gotcha. Gotcha. You lost. You lost. Ooh, I have a snow crane. Here, you can have it. Really, it's a disaster, Mr. Joey. True, we get the new episode of the collab, of the cartoon of the anime for Nikke. That's neat. Gotta do a reaction video to that. Whoa. Snow Crane. I think she didn't get a lot of attention, but her design is really good. It is tomorrow, Naga. It is tomorrow. It's like 7 a.m. EST it comes out. Yeah, they made her a filler unit, Velbum. She was just filler. Yeah, so we talked about that, we talked about that, we talked about a lot of things with Stellar Blade. Talked about what like skins they should bring over from Nikke into Stellar Blade 2. We reacted to the trailer. We discussed the plot points. That was nice. Oh, Joey, it's going to be First Affection, probably. The anime episode. I'm thinking First Affection is going to be animated. Yeah, Snow Crane's kit is kind of just whatever. So cute, Evie. She's so cute. Her cheeks just look very squishable. Just give them a poke and a squish. Rage bait her by poking her cheeks. But if you poke them too many times, she's gonna do this to you. She's gonna punch you. Yeah, her resting expression doesn't seem to be too happy, so I think she would pout pretty easily.
Yeah?
Gonna screenshot this picture right here. Yeah, let me get a screenshot here. Her lips are really thick, aren't they? She's got thick, glossy lips. How did they translate that over into Nikke anyway? What for Eve and Raven? Because they have big lips too. I guess in the skin suit, it's not really there, but yeah, in these ones you can see lips as well. Okay, that's fine. And for Raven, how did her lips get brought over? Yeah, they're in here too. Yep. The lips, though they're not as big as they are normally. 3D Raven and 3D Eve have much larger lips as well. Also, you guys ever notice that on Eve and Raven, they both have like the pseudo like womb tattoo on them? Like you can see right here on Raven, that's like a womb tattoo. And then if you go to Eve on her default outfit, she also has one down there as well. It's like a pseudo womb tattoo. It's wild. Shift Up really loves like womb tattoos. Like that's something they actually just really like doing. Like the 4 beasts, they all have womb tattoos. There are other characters as well who have like a pseudo kind of like womb tattoo area there as well. If we go to Haran has it too. If you go to her banquet witch skin, see, like she has like a womb tattoo made out of the cutout of her dress. It's right there. And that's why, to me, I have a theory about Haran being brought back to life by the 4 beasts due to having the pseudo womb tattoo on this outfit. That's the connection. Isabel has a 2 on her wedding dress, right? Isabel. Or no, does she? No, she does not. Isabel does not have it on her wedding dress. She doesn't have it there. Isabel doesn't have one here either. Isabel does not have a pseudo womb tattoo. Haran gets to come back because we can collect the dust and put it into a dark matter sphere and have it spit out Haran. True Naga. Shift Up is telling us something. Yep. Yeah, they like doing like womb tattoo stuff a lot. I think there's a couple more. Not you. But I don't have them in my head directly. Oh, yes. I have another one. Let me go to the Nikke DB because it's actually on New Laplace. She's not in the game yet, so we have to go to the Nikke DB so we can actually view the model. New Laplace has one as well. She has a lightning bolt in the area where a womb tattoo would go. Very interesting placement of that lightning bolt. Max of Valkyrie. Thank you, Max. But yeah, they like doing the womb tats. It's a tradition over there at Shift Up, it seems. So who knows who will get the next one? Who knows? Marion doesn't have one. I always thought that she was going to be connected to the four beasts, because her thing says like my daughter to dark matter, but that just ended up being the queen's blood is dark matter, so she is of the queen's blood, so she's the daughter to dark matter. Well, only one is going to give one of her cores to Marion. Marion's going to get that, come back to life with the queen's core. Then she's going to probably transform again somehow. And then she's probably going to be even stronger than before. Marion upgrade. She's going to be the true queen. Only one's going to step out of the limelight and just be a kid. She doesn't want to be the full queen or whatever, right? Yeah, only one is made up of the queen's blood. She is a living being from the queen's blood directly of dark matter. That's why the queen wants to take her because she wants all that dark matter given back. Because she is using that dark matter to make new raptures, or not make new raptures, but upgrade her old raptures into a new format so they don't have to rely on the old power source. But I guess anything else anyone else wants to bring up real quick? Anything else? Any other plot points or something interesting you just thought of that you want to bring up? It could be about Stellar Blade or Nikke, or both. Well, it's about to stop being dry, Sinard, once they reveal more about the next event. With the split between raptures, I can see Marion or only one taking control of those raptures. Well, really, Velbim, there should be like 3 kinds of raptures now at this point, because each queen is supposed to change the entire world, which we saw that with Absolute, there was those new wolf raptures. Those came about due to Marion. So there should be a new set of raptures that got like created or came about due to only one existing. Oh, Naga, the next collab should be a video game, because they go anime, video game, anime, video game, anime, video game. So there should be some sort of video game collab happening next, and I have no idea what it's going to be. But it will be a game. It will be a game. I don't know what game. What's a popular game right now that maybe could fit Nikke, that has like big jiggling butts in it? Maybe Warframe. Do Nikke x Warframe. Give us the Warframe characters. The Warframe characters. Oh, they would be epic. They would be awesome in Nikke. Give us Warframe characters, yes. Get us Wisp right now. Get us Wisp and Ember Prime. You can't interact with any of the collab characters, though, Sinard. So, is it that different? I think Warframe could actually work, you know. That could be possible. Isn't that like dead though, Ripple? Like that series is like over with Ryza? Isn't it, like finished? Yeah, but Naga, like Metal Gear has been dead for a while now. No idea, she says Ripple. Whoa, Ripple stopped playing after 1 hour? Well, I stopped playing after 3 hours of Rise's game because it felt too slow. But yeah, for games, maybe Warframe. Though I doubt they would do Warframe because they haven't collabed with any Western studios for anything. So I don't think that would ever play out. It would have to be some sort of Japanese studio or Korean studio. Unless they decide to do a Western studio, but I doubt it. Yeah, do Nier again. Do get like Commander White in here. Get like Kane and Commander White or whatever. I don't know. That's the woman. Is that the girl's name from the other Nier? Kane or something. She wore like that lingerie outfit or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, give her the lingerie outfit as a gacha skin, and there you go. That's the next collab. Commander White, Kane, give Kane the gacha skin. That's the lingerie outfit, and boom. $10 million trillion for Nikke. But yeah, I guess that will be the stream. That's the stream. That's the stream for today. If you're still here and you haven't followed on Twitch, be sure to do that. If you're on YouTube, be sure to like the stream again and subscribe. If you're watching on X right now / Twitter, in my bio, you can find the links to YouTube and Twitch. You know, come follow on Twitch, go subscribe on YouTube. That would be pretty neat. That would be pretty neat. But I will see you guys tomorrow for a new game, a new mystery game that will be started tomorrow. Some sort of new game. It's going to be a new game. We're going to play it. It's going to be fun. I'll see you guys then. But for now, have a good evening. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good night. Depending on your time zone. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye, everyone.